It's the last leg of the midweek daily rundown on Channel 7. I'm Cal Doughty. It's time to look at the more unusual stories of the week. Producer Jack brought these stories off a man known only as Doughty Dave, so let's see if they're any good.
Was he Prime Minister?
I don't know. A man in Norway has had to be rescued after getting stuck inside a toilet. The man climbed feet first into the public loo after volunteering to retrieve a friend's phone. However, the 20-year-old couldn't get back out again. The toilet tank isn't connected to the sewer system, but is an old-fashioned outhouse-style loo that is only emptied once a season. This is a bit nasty. Would you do that for a phone?
I think it's nice that he did it for his friend.
Yeah, that's a nice touch to it, isn't it?
Yeah, I thought, oh, poor you. That's not the kind of karma you wanted or deserved. I don't know. I've smashed my phone, as you know, as you all know. Like most people, I'm always on it, and I'm very sad that it's smashed. So I've dropped my phone in the toilet, and I did maybe reach my hand in and pick it up.
But you've got to wonder why he stepped in legs first. And
how
does that work? I suppose if it's an old style outhouse, it's got the hole, right? Is that what it's suggesting?
I don't know.
So you would have dropped the phone in, it fell into a hole where all the stuff
maybe
is
he
stored.
had to get down. Maybe he had to get down low than we're thinking. Do you know what I mean?
Maybe.
Lower himself into almost a semi-sewer-like situation.
Yeah.
And go wading through it. You know, I was trying to think of some puns, but I haven't done very well so
That's
far.
All right.
And they might not be broadcastable anyway. No, I in terms of phones, yeah, but the lesson there, and I sound old, but the lesson is not to have a very expensive phone, you know. I put a couple through the wash when I was single and dating and that. I was doing more laundry than I was.
How did you manage that?
Well, you just forget to take them out of your trousers, don't you?
No.
Well, I did.
That's good. Well, that's weird. Yep. Someone has stolen 500 cows from a farm in New Zealand. Police believe multiple thefts were carried out from a farm period over a period of time. The farmer, who is too embarrassed to talk about it, realised the cattle were missing from the herd of 1,300 when he counted them in late August. If you don't feel sorry for the poor guy, considering that each animal is worth 1,500 New Zealand dollars, or £833, making this total loss over 400,000. What do we think of that? I get annoyed when I lose my keys and my wallet in the morning. I can't imagine coming out of bed and realising hundreds of cows are missing.
How do you get a cow up your jumper? I'm not a supporter of the meat or dairy trade, so I'm not. You know, I could sit on the sides for this one, but I just don't know. You know, go on.
Where are the cows?
Where are they?
That's the suggestion. I've read this before. The suggestion is that they were taken off and then sort of slaughtered and sold on the black market for that sort of meat there, which is less fun for this story.
That is less fun.
That's the suggestion. There's no guarantee that was happened. They could just be living as pets somewhere, for all we know.
Cows are the number one things to get taken up by the aliens as well.
They are. You always see that, don't you? The aliens come along
research and all
zapping
that.
the cows up.
8 stomachs, you see. It's more interesting than us.
Definitely.
Yeah.
So what do we think will... How do you think this works? How does this happen? I mean, it says over a number of months.
Yeah,
but how do you steal cows?
How didn't you
can imagine taking off 1 or 2 at a time, can't you?
How? Would you just bung them in the back of your...
I'm not experienced in the business of rustling, personally. And I don't have a Nissan.
Was it you?
No, it wasn't me. I was
right.
on the other side of the world at the time, officer.
All right, sure. So no idea how the cows would be stolen?
No, we must have just walked them off.
I don't know how we didn't realise that the cows had been stolen until very far into the ceiling.
Well, I suppose if they were taken like one at a time, then maybe you wouldn't notice. But still, 500 is a lot. That's a lot of cows to take, and then to do it secretly every single time. What are the other cows doing? Watching just their mates being taken off?
Yeah, they should grass them up, shouldn't they? There's a pun in there somewhere.
Somewhere.
If you dig deep.
You're trying your best, and we appreciate that.
Yeah, thank you.
Southern police are looking into the possibility of a serial bush bandit. Over the last few days, 2 different couples' beloved shrubbery has mysteriously disappeared overnight. 127 3-foot trees were taken from a front garden overnight. Lock up your bushes, there's a burglar about. What do we think about this and not the massive trees I just described?
They were scary, like those massive trees that didn't turn out to be real.
They didn't turn out to be real, that's good.
Wow, it's going to be intense.
There's an unfunny side to garden theft, you know. really, isn't there? It's as bad as any other theft.
It is bad.
God, I'm sounding judgmental again.
Yeah, it is.
Why are we laughing about this? It's appalling.
It is. I mean, it's bad to have your shrubbery taken when you worked on it.
Do you know what I remember happening vaguely when I was a child? We had flowers in our front garden. And somebody dug them up and then stole them and gave them as a Mother's Day present to a neighbour that we knew.
Wow, that's messed up. Could they not just go to the supermarket or the petrol station or something? They had to dig your flowers up.
Oh yeah, and
people go around cemeteries, don't they?
How did you? Oh, that's awful. Yeah. How did you find out that they did that?
I just remember everybody talking about it, but it was like 96 or something. I was 4. I don't know. I remember this because
that wasn't me either.
No, that wasn't you. That's good. That's good. You haven't stole cows or shrubbery.
No,
that's good to know.
That's right. It's quite a long list.
But how does that sort of thing get around? Like, does she just realise that these were from your garden, or?
We must have recognised them. I mean, they were missing from the garden, unless they felt guilty and confessed, which I've thought, looking back, must have happened in order for us to know. But I mean, 100%, that garden theft happened to me.
Yeah,
that's
trauma.
What about this then, the shrubbery being taken? Why do you think someone would do this? What would lead to someone to think, I'm going to steal...
Garden competitions.
Yes.
For the gardening competition.
Shrub envy is a very well looked into psychological phenomena, is shrub envy.
So you think with the gardening competitions that one day they'll just look at someone else's garden, there's just all of these amazing creations, and they think, they managed that. That's really good.
Oh yeah. Behind the the facade of bourgeois respectability, there's a lot of nastiness going on. Oh, you're laughing. Clearly.
Good stuff. Now road workers have made an elementary spelling error on a road outside of a school. There's an image for this, apparently.
Oh, crikey.
Wow.
Oh, brilliant.
That's not good, is it?
No.
What's the S doing?
I don't know.
That's their first mistake.
That's a weird S, isn't it?
That is weird. That's like graffiti.
Did you ever have the graffiti S's that you designed in school?
Yeah, the 3 lines.
Yeah.
Superman.
The head teacher's response to the blunder was brilliant. He said, "Our A-level students have just achieved a fantastic set of results, with 100% of those taking English getting grade A. If the road repair team need any advice on spellings in the future, we'd be more than happy to help." What do we think about this?
I think that response is a bit obnoxious. Me too. To be honest with you.
I do as well, yeah.
It's a bit loaded, but maybe it's funny to the person who said it. I like it. It's ironic. It's nicely ironic. Yeah. I'm going to say that the road workers did it deliberately.
Deliberately.
Mm-hmm.
I was thinking, before I pondered that possibility, I was thinking, how can you possibly make such a big, error? You must notice as you're going along, because
that you've done the SCH already.
Because it's not a quick thing to do, and you're having to do more work.
It's not like typing.
You sort of realise after a while, hang on a minute, this is taking too long. Oh crikey, it's because I've misspelt it and they've changed it. So it could be deliberate, yeah.
Looks
people are so twisty nowadays, you know what I mean?
So twisty.
Yeah.
I've got to ask the question.
Go on.
Was it you?
No,
definitely not you. All right.
Get a lawyer.
That is the same shade of yellow.
It is.
Oh crikey. Okay.
Oh, you splashed on your t-shirt. We've got it. And finally, in 2016, America's cheese surplus hit a 30-year high, which was bad news for dairy farmers. But fear no more, the USA's biggest crisis is coming to an end. The US Department of Agriculture is planning to buy 11 million pounds of cheese and distribute it to food banks and charity organisations. This is a really cheesy story. What do we think?
All the cheese puns have dropped out of my head.
Yeah, I know.
They must be cheesed off.
They must be cheesed off. Yeah.
Yeah.
We've got anything else?
No, they've all gone. I usually have some backup cheese puns.
How do we think this happens with such a massive backlog of cheese?
Can't they build the wall with it?
Build the wall with the Mexican wall with cheese?
Yeah.
But then they just eat their way through, like hungry mice.
Or you could get mice like Speedy. You remember Speedy Gonzales? You don't remember Speedy Gonzales, do you?
No, I don't.
Classic.
You do.
I've heard of it.
Yeah.
You've heard of it?
God,
that means no.
I am the old differ on this.
You are. I'm sorry. Well, you're fine. It's good. We appreciate it. What is Speedy Gonzales?
Speedy Gonzales is a cartoon character, a Mexican mouse.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that will link back into the cheese.
Oh yeah. It's all there, and it's very entertaining stuff as well. Yeah. It's very good stuff.
What did he do with the cheese? Did he eat it? Like it was a mouse.
He'd usually nick cheese, and I can't remember who the baddie was, but there was a baddie as well. Yeah.
It sounds like he was the baddie.
The baddie was obviously feline.
Yeah.
But I can't remember.
Feline fine.
Yeah. Exactly. Now, cheese. If it was fish puns, I'd get through them in no time. But
well, next time we get you on, we'll make sure we have more fish stories for you to go through.
Thank you very much.
Let's make a note of that. More fish puns, more fish stories. That's it for the Daily Rundown. We have solved all of the world's problems in just 90 minutes. Thanks to my guests this evening, Stephen Durrant and Madie Howard. You have the pleasure of Paul Burgess tomorrow evening, as Dan Moffat is still away. But from me, producer Jack, and James in the gallery, and everybody here, it's goodbye. Thank you.